stories.
They've got lots of wacky stories. You'll be feeling fine. Just set aside your worries. You'll be entertained. You'll be laughing till you're crying. I swear you're gonna find it satisfying.
Boy, you guys haven't been able to hug like that in quite some time.
Too long.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Yep.
Number 9, this made it onto social media this week. It's a clip of 18-year-old Karen Carpenter. She's playing drums on the song Dancing in the Street with her brother Richard on electric piano. You know, the Carpenters.
Wow.
I didn't know she could play the drums. Did you know
Who
that?
knew?
Wow, that video is from 1968. It's an old local California show called Your All-American College Show. Shortly after that appearance, the Carpenters got more attention. They soon signed their first record deal with A&M. Wow.
Huh.
I didn't know.
All right, number 8. Every once in a while, we come across something that's just too cute not to share. Check out this baby
look at
dwarf
that.
antelope. He's a kelp springer.
Oh, yeah.
They're known for their tiny size. He was born last Friday at Brevard County Zoo in Florida. He only weighed 27.5 ounces
Oh, my
at
goodness.
birth.
Wowee.
But he'll grow to be somewhere between 18 and 40 pounds. They don't have a name yet, but he'll spend a few months bonding with his
Tim.
mom before he meets the public.
How about Tim? Is that what you
It's
said?
a nice name.
Yeah, it's a nice name,
Universal.
Tim,
It has
yeah.
a good, it's an average
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of guy name,
That's a good idea,
That's
Pat.
adorable.
right? Tim.
Like Bigfoot.
Yeah, how is Tim? Mike, you hear from him lately?
He's still in hiding, you know. He doesn't want to get anybody's germs, you know.
Yeah. I got a Christmas card for him. That was nice. Picture him and the family.
Family, which is very nice.
Long
Out in the
letter,
woods.
kind of self-indulgent letter, but
Nice wooded setting. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
card.
It's good. Hey, good morning. Now, here's number 7. A new study finds women may be drinking more than men these days. This was done irrespective of the pandemic, and research goes further back than that. A century ago, men drank more than twice as much alcohol as women and drank excessively more than 3 times as often. But a new global survey of 4 million adults suggests women born after 1981 now drink more wine and other adult beverages than men do. And about the same percentages of both sexes drink heavily. Wow.
The women born after 81.
81, yeah, so you're out on this one by a long shot.
Paul, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Before you read that, you said good morning. Were you not paying attention and thought that was a weatherhead?
you
got
wasn't.
distracted.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in a different place for some reason. I'm having a hard time
Hey,
connecting.
that's all right. I
here lately.
wanted to
Yeah, I
make sure you're all right. you
Yeah,
know?
I was in my mind. I was in a different planet almost.
All right, number
I'm
6.
back.
This is the world's largest floating stage on Lake Constance in Austria.
Yeah.
It's home to the Bergens Music Festival. Is it a music
Yeah.
festival?
Sure,
I guess
yeah,
it's a
why not?
festival. It's been host to a different outdoor opera since 1946. And each year, the set becomes more and more elaborate. It's nearly twice the size of a normal stage since it requires a bigger setup.
Wow.
If you're cast in one of the shows, you gotta be able to swim.
That's
You
good.
can't be afraid of heights, and you should have good balance. The stage not only towers above the water, it's also a bit rocky
Wow, look at
when
that.
the floating stage, moves around. It's like, it's like being on a boat, I guess. In 2013, 4 performers fell in the lake. They were okay. They knew how to swim.
Yeah, it's just water. Fancy.
Number 5, a D-list Hollywood actor named Zachary Horwitz was just busted for defrauding investors out of hundreds of millions of dollars in a Ponzi scheme in which he sold rights to films by faking relationships with Netflix and HBO. As an actor, he went by Zach Avery, and he pretended to have acquired overseas distribution rights for films which were mostly crummy ones like The Hottie and The Naughty, a 2008 rom-com starring Paris Hilton. He used fake Netflix and HBO email addresses to make investors think he had relationships there. Then he spent all the money on things like $130,000 on private jet flights, $2 million on an American Express account, and this $5 million house in Beverly Hills. There's a Chicago connection to this story. The feds say the people he ripped off the most are three buddies from Indiana University who are the co-founders of an investment firm here. They were duped by Horowitz and raised about $200 million from their own clients, and it was all a lie.
Boy, when you can't trust a D-level actor from Hollywood, who can you trust?
It's a shame. Number 4. We told you yesterday about why people say God bless you after a sneeze. But what about the Germans? They say Gesundheit. And why? Well, it's a compound word that means healthy hood, since sneezes often precede a sickness. You're wishing the person good health or that the sickness doesn't reach them. When Jewish and German immigrants came in the early 1900s, it spread here in America.
All right. Number 3, it's almost Mother's Day. Show Mom you love her by sending her some pink poo sunflower seeds.
Larry, come on. That's
Larry.
What's wrong with you?
Well, let me tell you.
Why do you think this potty humor is so funny?
Yeah, come on.
It's just the name of the flower. It's a new variety of sunflowers, so you can tell her they're one of a kind just like her. They have a 93% seed survival rate, according to sunflower scientists. And no need to state the obvious here, but they're pink sunflowers. So why stick with traditional boring yellow ones when you can have these? They say, hey Mom, I'm your whimsical kid. We all know you love me the best. We have no idea why they're called pink poo.
Larry.
Come on,
but
Larry.
we do know that you can buy several packs of them online for under $10.
I'd like to apologize for Larry's lowbrow humor.
It's poo with an H. Completely different.
Yeah, big coincidence. Who got that read, huh?
Yeah. Same guy bringing it into the toilet all the time. Sorry, ladies, especially you ladies up on the North Shore who find that stuff not funny.
Yeah.
Larry. All right, number 2. Disaster movies were everywhere in the early 70s, like this one, Earthquake from 1974. I don't remember this. I was too young. Do you remember this, Larry?
No, my mother didn't take me to see that one at the movies.
Remember like the Towering Inferno and all those airplane crash movies? Well, anyway, when this movie came out, producers tried out a new interactive technique called Sensurround. Theaters rented special speakers that mimicked the experience of an actual earthquake. Basically, they shook the heck out of the place. The movie was a big hit. The speakers, though, were not. Some theaters reported structural damage because of excessive rattling. And if you were watching a movie next door, forget it. The idea was quickly phased out for more sophisticated formats.
Oh, I want to know how this is going to end here.
All right, number 1, the other day we told you about a website that has movies and videos that will help you fall asleep. This clip was on there. It's called An Hour of Matthew McConaughey Watching Rain, Sipping Coffee. Long story, but it all started with a YouTube video from the Aeronauts. Here you go.
Why did I order this water? There's perfectly good water falling from the sky. All I need to do is walk outside, look up and drink until my belly's full. Look at that. All that rain. What if this is it? What if this is the end of days? Am I ready for that? Am I ready to stand in front of my maker and say, I'm proud. I'm proud of what I've done. Let me in. Or should I just find the nearest homeless shelter and treat everyone to my world-famous flapjacks? Or maybe I should start carving that surfboard I promised myself I'd build.
Oh, this goes on for a while, huh?
To a point where I can't tell if it's really him or if it's a
I
joke,
know.
because this legitimately all sounds like something that could
Come out
of his mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
Out.
He's great in this.
Infinite
Yeah, he's
combinations
great.
of matter and energy
Well,
with infinite
here you have it.
possibilities.
Yeah.
that's the 9 at 9.
All right,
right.
that's the 9 at 9,
And
folks.
a flag to play Batman.
It's the 9